Yo. All right, so we have a U-Haul in the back. I don't know if you guys can see the U-Haul back there, but we've got a U-Haul. So I've been having a little bit of issues with the wheels and tires. The tires were too old. I've been having some ordering issues. I was trying to order basically some new 40-inch tires, and for it to make any type of economical sense, it's better for me to just go buy some used wheels and tires on Marketplace. So I've been scavenging everywhere, the entire state of Florida, even a little bit in Georgia. And I've got two options. So I've got one guy in Lakeland on 24x14s on 38s. That is my backup option, but my number one option is going to be these 26x14s on 37s. I believe they're on 37s. They might be on 38s, but I'll post a picture right now of the post itself. The guy's about 2 hours away, 2.5 hours. It's 4:40 right now, so I'm going to hit a little bit of Tampa traffic, but that's okay. I've been kind of waiting around all day. So I've got the U-Haul van. Don't ask me why they gave me a van. They were out of pickup trucks. They tried to give me a 10-foot box truck, but it's not happening. Alrighty, so we made it. About 2.5 hours after we made it through the traffic, but we made it. It's super loud in here. I was gonna try to record a little bit, but it's just so loud with the road noise and everything. Oh, there's some wild turkeys. There we go. She got some babies with her too. So a couple minutes away, we're about to pull up. Then we're gonna grab the wheels and we'll head on back. All right, so my boy's got a 12 valve in a Chevy OBS and he's about to start it up for us. Check it out. All right. I won't film you too much, but this is sick. So he's had this thing, well, he first had it when he was like 17 or 18 and then he just bought it back. But these wheels, I was actually seeing these wheels on Facebook Marketplace and he's the guy that bought them. It's so crazy. Check it out. This thing is sick. Yeah. Solid. So if you were to sell this thing again.
This truck used to be like Instagram famous back in the day.
Oh, really? Okay. So there's then some of you subscribers are probably definitely going to call this truck out then. He said he used to be pretty active on the talks and whatnot, but he got off of it now. So that, I don't think I saw that one, but I think on your page I saw the big white one. Oh, that's that one that you got in the shop, right?
I sold the one you see on my page. I sold.
Oh, okay.
I bought one similar.
All right. So these are the wheels that we're going to be getting here. Well, these are two. He's got to get the other two off, but this is a Duramax, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at just the axle alone on this thing is crazy. Have you had this thing for a while?
Since last, I think, June maybe.
So when you got it, did it have like the lift already on it and everything? Okay. That's the same as it was on mine too. It was already, mine's like a homemade lift though. You can see all the, I mean, even the crossover and everything, it's all homemade. Wow. This thing is tall as shit, dude. Mine's lifted like 14 and this one, I mean, mine's on 40s. It might be able to do 44s, but this one, these are 37s?
Yeah, it's 37.
So you could easily do 44s on this thing probably, right?
That's the last one I had, the 44s.
Those are the boggers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty, so hopefully the audio is not absolute dog crap, but we made it. So that guy was really nice. He was a really nice guy. I in this industry, in the truck community, you know, in the buying and selling and the flipping, I've always met really, really nice folks, really nice people. And he was a really nice guy. We stood there and chopped it up for a while. You know, sometimes when you meet people, you know, they're a little standoffish, which is fine. You know, people don't know you or whatever. But man, he was telling me all about, you know, his truck builds and stuff. I mean, I saw 3 trucks right there while we were just there at his property. And that, I mean, that was super sick. He's just working on them in a little barn right there. You know, I'm way out here in the boonies. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I'm way out here. I'm about 30-45 minutes north of Ocala. So we're up here in the sticks, boys. But I love it up here. This is great. So really nice guy. I did have to drive literally 2.5 hours out here to get it. So it's 8 o'clock on the dot right now. And I think, what did we leave at 4:40? So anyways, we got a little 2-hour ride back. Hopefully the audio's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of jump into our story time here a little bit. So yeah, these wheels are 26 by 14s, and they are wrapped in 37 by 1350s. So the tread is not 100%. On two of the tires, it's pretty good, about 75%, but on the other two, they're less than 50%, and that's okay. All right, let me tell you what led me to this decision in the first place. So back when I first got the truck, I was always tossing around the idea of putting 26s on it just because of how high it was lifted. And I've always kind of wanted to do 26s on a build before. I had those tires that I got with the truck. They came in on trade, and it came with 5 tires. The reason it came with 5 tires is because one of them was brand new. One of them was brand new because one of the tires had an actual tear in the sidewall. Okay, fine. So I take the tires, I called around all kinds of places. Finally found a shop that was willing to do it because, you know, you got to put those tires on by hand. Found a shop that would do it all the way up in Tampa. So I load the tires up in the truck. We go to Tampa. You guys probably saw the clip from that. If not, I'll put it here. All right, so we got the front tires on. They've got one of the back ones done. They had the back one mounted, but it was broken and split. So they're putting the 5th tire on, and we should be good to go. But finally got new tires. So you guys saw that we made it to Tampa. We got the tires put on. It cost me $600 to get those tires put on, guys. $600 to get those tires put on. Now, I also had the balancing beads that I had them put in there too. So, you know, by the time you calculate the trip up there and everything, I mean, $650 wasted on getting those tires put on. And the reason I say wasted is because, mind you, one of them was damaged. But when we put on the very last tire, it had a big old tear in it. So it had a big old bubble in the top, right where the sidewall meets the top of the tire. So I was obviously in a pickle at that point because it was 6 o'clock in the evening. The shop is closing. I've already paid all this money to get these tires put on, and I've got this bubble in my tire. So I made the executive decision to go ahead and push it back to St. Pete from Tampa. Now, that was about a 30-minute ride, and I had to go over the Howard Franklin Bridge, which is just this big long bridge that connects St. Pete to Tampa. But it was just a very sketchy situation having to drive with that tire like that. And I mean, the truck was wobbling like crazy. It was very sketchy. I would never want to do it ever again. But I drive the truck back to my house with the lump in the tire. I've parked the truck and I have not driven it since. Everything's holding air. It's all fine. Now I'm in this jam. I've spent over $600 getting these old dry rotted tires mounted. I don't know what to do. So what I do is I go online and I try to find one tire. I'm like, hey, let me see if I can order not even the same one, but let me just see. So I start looking on there. I can't even find the manufacturer of the company that made the tires that I've got. So I can't even buy one of the exact same tire. Okay. So then I start looking around for the next best thing, the cheapest thing, just something to get it on there. I find a tire for $560. Okay. I'm waiting. Maybe it's 3 or 4 days. I get a call from the tire company. They tell me, hey, your house is not a commercial property, like a commercial address. And this tire, even though it's one single tire, it's still going to show up in the system as it needs a pallet. It needs a forklift, it needs to be put on a Freightliner, and it needs to be brought to you on a semi. So they wanted to charge me another $300 to get that, to change the shipping. So it wasn't even a tire company, it was FedEx. FedEx wanted $300 to put it on a smaller truck to bring it to my house. I digress. So I told him, I said, cancel the order. I did the math. So by the time I paid the $560 for the tire, I paid the $300 to have it shipped to my house. I still haven't bought balancing beads and I haven't gotten the tire mounted. So by the time you do that, I did the math. I'm looking at like $1,100 for the one tire to get it mounted. My rims are not worth $1,000. The rims on that truck, even though they're straight, they're not cracked or anything, they need completely redone. They need stripped down. They need repowder coated. They need repolished. They need a lot of labor. They need work. and that's great for the right person, but not for me. So I started looking around on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, okay, 1,100 bucks. Let's just take that and allocate $1,100 towards the budget for some wheels and tires. I was even looking for some wheels and tires that weren't even the best. I'm looking around, and boy, oh boy, it was hard to find some wheels and tires that were worth it. It seems like everybody that has wheels and tires is as soon as they wear out the tires, they get below 30-40%, they put them up for sale or trade. $3,000, 24 by 14s, 60% tread, $3,500, cash me out, or I'll trade for, a Bubba setup or something. So anyways, found this guy, great deal. All the tires are mounted. All the tires are balanced. The wheels are in decent shape. There's a little bit of pitting. We'll go ahead and check that out once we get to the house and whatnot. But all in all, these wheels don't need an eighth of the effort that my wheels need. And these tires are all holding air. They all match. And let's not forget, guys, we're jumping up from 22 by 14s to 26 by 14s. The only downside with that is I had to go down in tire a little bit. I've got 40s on the truck right now, and these are 37s. So which is not a huge deal. I'm not really too concerned about it. So I definitely think it's going to add some value to the truck. It's definitely going to add some curb appeal to the truck. And I think it'll probably help the truck sell a little bit faster. I know right now everybody's kind of holding on to their money, so, who knows how long we'll be sitting on the truck whenever we do post it for sale. Alrighty guys, we made it. It's been pretty much a long day, but it's 10 o'clock, we made it just in time. So let's go ahead and look at these wheels. All right, let's check it out. Voila. This Ford actually had 2,000 miles on it when I picked it up. It's got 2,250 now, but it was all right. I don't think I would get it again. I really wanted the pickup truck, but this is all they had. But look at these. Let me go ahead and get them out, and then we could check them out and see. So these are officially the biggest tires I've ever, or biggest wheels I've ever owned. Not the biggest tire, but the biggest wheel. Alrighty, check me out. 26 by 14. These are 37, 1350 on 26s. You can see the tread is not horrible. You can see right there a little bit. So they're definitely, gosh, I don't know. I mean, I definitely feel like they're less than 50%, because this is a brand new tire. This is the one he replaced. So you can tell that they're about 35%. Not horrible, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. So we still got plenty of room before those markers there. So same thing with this one. Everything is nice and even, so you can see the wear on here. Forgive the dirt. The dirt doesn't really help out much, but everything is worn nice and even, nice and square. I can see this one here. This one has these marks on the inside, and then this one doesn't really. So, and this is the outside. So this is probably from the alignment. These are 8 by 180. My truck is 8 by 6.5. Alrighty, so it's the next day. I've got the wheels over here. I've already cleaned up one. I'll go ahead and show it to you guys real quick. I scrubbed it up pretty good with some degreaser, and I hit it with some Scotch pad, kind of got some of the oxidation and stuff off there. It actually came out pretty well. So I'll go ahead and show you that wheel, and then we will go ahead and roll the other three outside, get them sprayed up, get them scrubbed down, and see how good they come out. But I think you guys will agree they did come out pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so here it is. You can see I got the tire shine on there already. The wheel is nice and clean. So you can see here, it really came out really nice. Very shiny. There's no curbing or anything all the way around the outside of the wheel. The pitting and stuff, mainly around in here, you can kind of see. And then like right down in there. Right there, it's kind of nasty. But from far away, I mean, you can kind of see, but not that bad. And from back here, they just look like new wheels. So I did do the backside. The backside is all cleaned as well too. And this back lip as well. You guys know I like my soapy water here. So we got our Dawn, and I got my citronella candle for the mosquitoes. It's that time of year, so. Go ahead and fill this up. You can already see all of the black tire grime and everything coming off of there. They're already working real well. The grease is already starting to sit on there. And one thing I want to work on is trying to get some of this off of here. I got it off of the other wheel. It was kind of, you just kind of had to like rub it a little bit. Maybe not so much, but we'll have to see here in a little bit. Alrighty, we got them, they've been soaking for about 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and get them scrubbed up. Scrubby done. Okay, nice. So we got that done. They look super good. They came out great. And there's a few blemishes and whatnot, but really not too bad. A lot of the pitting came out, which is nice. There's still some areas, but you know, it's okay. For $2,250, I really can't beat it. You know, that's why I kind of had to drive a little far to go get them anyways, because everything in the Tampa area was minimum $3,000. And even then, they were not in the shape or condition that these are. So let's go ahead and check them out, and I'll show you guys what we got. All right, so you guys remember that's the one that we had done already with the tire shine on it. That is the brand new tire, or like the newer tire. So this is the last one I just did. So we got everything nice and clean. I scrubbed the tires real well, so all that red and stuff will, I guess, eventually come off, or the tire shine will hold it or cover it. But you can see some of the defects in the rim there, a little bit of pitting and stuff, and it seems like I can't rub those out. So these were probably on the front, I would say, because this one, and there's one other one that kind of came out the same condition. That one is like basically brand new, no pitting. And this one here is the other one that I believe was on the back. So that one and that one must have been on the back. Just judging on how clean they came out, you know, there's hardly any pitting in this wheel, which is crazy. I mean, you guys can see even the edge, you know, the lip here, there's no curb rash or anything. And it's great. So you can see a little bit of stuff down inside there. I did scrub in there, but I didn't want to add scratch marks onto the finish. So I really tried to only use the Brillo pad in places that I needed to, mainly like in the corners and the edges here. But you can see this center cap is a lot cleaner. It doesn't have as many of those little water specks on it. With that one, I'm actually going to get some Neverdol and see if some Neverdol will actually get that off of there, just to see. They don't have to be perfect, but we might as well try. Also, I got the backs of them. I don't think I showed you on the other one, but look how clean I got the back here. So this was obviously all black and covered in brake dust and everything else. So, but yeah, it looks really good. Nice and clean. This one is the last one here. You can see the tread is not horrible. You know, it still has about 25%, I would say, which is perfect for me because we are selling the truck. So all right, y'all, check me out. These bad boys are all spiffed up. Looking brand new if you ask me. I mean, you really can't beat it. Alrighty, so we are getting ready to go pick up some ceramic coating for the wheels. I spent a lot of time yesterday cleaning those wheels, getting them all detailed up. They're not the best, you know, but they're very clean compared to what they were. So I'm getting ready to run to the auto parts store right now, and we're gonna go grab some ceramic coating. I was looking up online. I've never used this stuff before. As far as like stuff for wheels, this is my first set of chrome wheels. So now that I've got them clean, I want to put like a nice protector on there. I did a little test spot with some regular wax, but that's what gave me the idea that maybe I don't want to spend all the time waxing those wheels, and I don't think it's going to last as long. So for 20-25 bucks, I think the ceramic coating is going to be the way to go. So join me. Let's go ahead and jump over there and see what we can find. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Adios. Okay, so I've been needing a shimmy, whatever they call them, but I got this one. It's great. It's nice and big. Love those things. I've been drying the vehicles off with a microfiber, and I don't know about you guys, but it's just not it. Got some of those just for cleaning. Those are only for cleaning. I got this, that way every time I spray the tire shine on the wheel, I don't have to always wipe it off clean. I'm sure I probably will, but who knows. And then this is the ceramic coating that I got. So, you know, this was about 18 bucks or something, 15, 18 bucks, I forget, but they all essentially looked like they were the same thing. You know, some of them had wax in them, some of them were like quick wash, but this was the actual ceramic coating. So I got the wheels all cleaned up. Let's go ahead and jump on it and see how it comes out. Check it out. We got the adapters. Amazon just dropped them off like 3 minutes ago. So perfect timing, because I just got done washing the truck and kind of tightening up a few things on it. So let's go ahead and get the wheels put on. I'm super excited. You can kind of see already, I was a little nervous that the tires wouldn't be big enough, but it actually looks pretty decent. Typical Florida truck, you know what I mean? You can see from the front with the 2-inch adapters, the center of the tire comes out a little bit far. It's not quite flush with the outside of the mirror, or the arm of it, but this one is a lot more narrow. So you can definitely tell the difference on that one versus this one. Good thing I put fresh wheel bearings in here, because this thing is going to go through some wheel bearings, that's for sure. Oh, hell yeah. Check it out, boys. She looks way different now, huh? It's crazy. I mean, it looks like a real Florida truck now. This looks like all my other trucks. Those Bubba tires are fun, but these are way more my speed, my style. So, especially because it's a 2-wheel drive truck. But dang, she's looking clean now. So it's Friday, and I'm getting ready to go for a little ride and break her in a little bit, take her for a ride down the beach and stuff, and see how she does. a success. We went for a nice little ride, drove around the town, went up and down the beach, hit downtown. It was pretty sick. It rode great. The wheels are definitely balanced. Everything's great. I mean, they literally came off of a truck, so I knew that they were solid, but man, what a change. You know, everybody loves the way the truck looks and everything. You know, it's really made the whole truck really what it was. You know, when I first got the truck, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was like, man, I'm thinking about probably getting some 26s for this thing. So, and it's also really going to help the truck sell because this really transformed the look of the truck, you know? I mean, look at that thing. It looks so much better than it did with those nasty black wheels over there. So, yeah, it looks really good. And there's nothing leaking anymore. The only thing that I have is this ventilation tube here. You see that? And look at all the oil. So, you know, I was driving for maybe an hour and a half or so, that's usually what it does. But what I want to do is I want to actually make a catch can for that tube, and that way we don't have oil just dripping all over the place. But other than that, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that's really kind of a hiccup on it, you know. That, and then on, you know, obviously I have to fix the speakers inside. I don't have those wired up yet, but man, this thing looks so much better.